that is very important in the community, someone that made things happen, someone that is an example where the action speaks louder than words. Going to introduce you today, Miss Melinda Lemmon, Cartersville-Bartow, County Department Economic Development, Director Executive. Hi, Miss Melinda.
Hi,
How
good
are you
morning.
today?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. We want to hear from you. Where, 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 where are you come from?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming. This is most of the questions of the people that come here are inquiring about the community. Asking about me is it's a little uncomfortable for me, but bear with me. I am pleased to be part of this community. This is my home of choice. This is not where I'm from originally. My family is from up north. I was actually born in South Bend, Indiana. My family is from Southern Illinois. And part of my story in economic development stems from the fact that the Southern Illinois economy was such that my family had to scatter across the country to find jobs. And so that's a huge part of my passion. My parents are from Southern Illinois. They met there. Dad had a job in South Bend. Ultimately, he had to get a job in the Chattanooga area. We lived on the Georgia side of the line. So I've been in Georgia since I was 3, raised in Ringgold. And the joke about my career, it's just been migrating down I-75 ever since. So I'm pleased to be in Cartersville-Bartow County for about 20 years now, out of a 32-year career in economic development.
Well, we can see that is always a history behind
Yeah.
that person, that leader,
Yeah.
like the leader that is you.
Thank you.
Today, I am so honored to have you here in this chair and in your office, in your area.
I'm glad you're here.
It's so many reasons.
Yeah.
Because we had the opportunity this year, 2024, to be honored to recognize you as a 2004 Legacy Award winner for Intercultural Fest.
My mind still cannot wrap around that. Thank you so much. That's I really don't have any words except thank you and how humbled I am.
I feel so good when you tell me that words because that shows your humanity and then that shows the leader that you are, people working for people. And then I wanted to hear from you. What do you think about the the people that came from another countries to looking for the job, or maybe for another counties to looking for the job in Bartow County in your position?
You know, I'll tell you where my head goes when you ask me that question. This is going way back in the timeline. This year, we're more than 185 years of manufacturing in Bartow County. More than 185 years. And so I've asked questions of our local historians about what makes this such a great community for manufacturing. Why do you think the base is so strong here? Why we like to make things and have industry as part of our economy. And so the response that I get, the commonality of that I just love is that there were jobs here with these early manufacturers like Jacob Stroop's furnace, Mark Anthony Cooper's iron furnace, and the other industries that came out. They needed people to work in those positions. So some were here, sure, but it was a place that welcomed workers, welcomed people to build a community together more than 185 years ago. And so I think we've carried that culture on. This community is much more welcoming and open than most communities that I've come across, which has made me feel comfortable here. Again, my parents' hometown, where I would have loved to live closer to my grandparents and my cousins. That was not an option for us. So for my family to find their livelihood, Dad was an electrical engineer, Mom was an educator. So this Northwest Georgia area was a perfect place for them to settle. And I've found it home and wanted to invest my life in Northwest Georgia. And again, part of that passion for me is about choices. And if the way that I can influence our young people, our community having job choices, I happened to stumble across that and found a way to use my talent to help people that I sure wish people would have done that in my parents' hometown. But
It's like resilience. It's like you choose what you want for your family to be together in that place that you love, but you did that here in Bartow County.
That's a service to my community. I brought my son here too. I want my son to have good choices. I want all the children here to have good choices. I have a grandson now. I want him to have good choices. I have to tell you, when Gordon was 3, my son's name is Gordon. When he was 3, several years ago, I won't say how many, several years ago, he said, "Mom, what I want to be when I grow up is a paleontologist." And I thought, oh my, of all the jobs, I don't know that, an economic developer can influence the kind of jobs that a paleontologist could find here and where he could stay here. And then we found a community with Tellus Science Museum. How about that? So this is such an amazing place for all kinds of careers and all kinds of imaginations. And it's been a pleasure to apply my talent in a way that the community needs and wants. And they let me thrive. And it's a very reciprocal relationship. It provides a lot of purpose for me personally. And I'm grateful.
As a woman, as a mother, as a daughter, what message you send to that people? Not only a woman, but as a woman, because that right now they are in the community and they don't know what to do. They wanted to build a family here, a home. What is the message for them right now from your heart here in Bartow County? What do you think these people can do, or what is your advice for these people?
As a woman speaking to other women, that's a message on a slightly different level. Unfortunately, life can be a little harder for women than I think a lot of people realize. When I came into this business, there weren't very many men in the business. So I kind of had to earn that spot a little extra, put a little effort in there extra. Had to just be extra to the extent that I could, in the way that I felt comfortable in breaking through a career path that was predominated by men. At the same time, I made some bad choices personally in the marriage department. So also about women, we have to be strong and be able to take care of ourselves and our family. Our children rely on us, and so how is it that we can be self-sufficient and take care of our own? Honestly, it goes back to education and career and good choices. And so I know that's a struggle for everyone. Everyone should follow their heart and their path regarding education and careers, but that's especially true for women. Especially if you're breaking into interesting career roles, maybe making your own place in the world, finding new ways to earn a living with today's technology that we didn't have back then. I'm just amazed by innovation and what we can do as a community and what we can do as women.
Wow. Let me say congratulations. You have been a very good mother, because you bring your son with you work with you, and then God send you the TELUS, the museum.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say thank you for being strong and
Thank
to
you.
keep going as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a part of the community, and become a very good leader.
Thank you.
I wanted you to tell us in numbers. You know what I am
Oh,
talking about? Because you need to know what she's doing right now. What
yeah.
are you doing right now with numbers, with jobs? How many industries? How many countries are you bringing to this county
Yeah.
to invest in this area? Can you please tell us about that?
Yeah, it's kind of humbling to think about the last 2 years, especially. It's been extraordinary. The last 2 years, the industrial job numbers and capital investment in this community is nearly double the previous 18 years. It's just incredible. And by the way, we had a strong industrial base going back all those years, more than 185 years of industry. And as we keep growing, one of my first jobs when we got here was a personal goal is don't mess it up, Melinda. They've got a good thing going. Don't mess it up. When I first started serving the community, they did have some international communities, and that was really amazing. And I wanted to nurture that and learn. Of course, a lot of domestic companies as well.
Which company? Which countries?
So over the years, we've had
40 countries.
40 international industries.
Okay.
8 of those, don't ask me to name all of them, but eight are from Japan. Our largest collection of companies internationally are from Japan, Germany, Austria, Italy, China. We've got 2 from the Netherlands. I'm missing a category.
It's okay. French, probably.
Oh, the UK.
Okay.
The UK. England in particular. Yeah. And
you,
some of our domestic companies do work internationally as well as they export. And so that's been amazing. I love that part of the global commerce. There's a global commerce division to our companion department at the state level. Global commerce helps our existing industries grow and expand. They help, they welcome new companies to Georgia if they're a good fit, and we do the same in Bartow. If they're a good fit, they help with import-export assistance and all kinds of things to help our companies from Bartow do business all across the world.
Well, Melinda Lemmon is working on that, and she is the leader of this growing and growing area.
Yeah.
Melinda, wow, this is a wow thing. And then tell me if you believe that culture incented the economy of the country.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, it's important not only for that business to business connection. The business doesn't stop at the county lines, right? If you're going to sell a good or a service, it goes beyond the jurisdictional boundaries of a city or a county or a state or a country. So we've got to be able to figure out how to do business with one another. The aspects of currency exchange and logistics and getting materials and goods to market and all of that. It's just a fascinating puzzle. It's a 4-dimensional puzzle. This job is full of puzzles, and I love that.
So. Diversity, multiculturalism, injected the economy, and then the leader of the business development of economy in Bartow County is a woman.
Yeah.
It's a woman, and you have to be proud of that. And I am
Thank you.
proud of you. I wanted you to tell me what is the future for this Bartow County, Northwest Georgia.
So we've added some new international companies. The 2 big ones the last 2 years are South Korean companies, and we're so proud to have them. We are getting into the green energy space in Bartow County. Georgia is getting into the green environment, green energy space as well. So we are very happy to welcome our electric vehicle manufacturing plant. It's a joint venture between Hyundai Motor Group and SK On. I'm not quite sure what they're going to call or brand that joint venture yet, but it's going very strong. They're spending $5 billion in our community, and yes,
what it is right now. Wow.
yes. So, and then the other one is Hanwha Q Cells. There's a solar panel manufacturing plant. It's the first fully integrated solar panel manufacturer in the world. So we're just so pleased. That's right here in Cartersville. So those two companies are creating about 6,000 jobs over the next 8 years and investing 7.3 billion. So those two companies alone, 7.3 billion, I think is what I said, and 6,000 jobs. So think about this. That's all kinds of careers. That's white collar, blue collar. That's accounting. That's logistics. That's business development. That's certainly production. All kinds of jobs are found behind the doors of what you would think of as a manufacturing plant. You drive by, no one imagines how many diverse kinds of careers are behind those doors. I mean, it's amazing to me.
It's amazing to me. And then we are living here.
We're living here.
That is crazy.
You have choices. People have choices, and I'm so grateful for that. These jobs in our existing industries are going to sustain Northwest Georgia, are certainly our community. It's what we're here for, but these are regional impact. But they're going to sustain us for 20 years plus as a community. I hope a lot longer, but you said the next couple of decades. So I would say I think the ability to have good choices of careers here, not just jobs, but careers, is in good hands.
Well, the time is running, and I wish to be here with you all day long, listen everything. But I wanted to find out for the end of this interview. I know we're gonna have some image from everywhere and from the places that maybe that you receive some award, because it's not only intercultural faces given to you an award, that you really you are a winner. You are a winner because you decide, and then like you say, it's choices. You choose to educate yourself. You choose to be here and to help this community in Northwest Georgia grow. I want you to tell us an advice for all families around the world, probably, or in Georgia. Why? What is the reason to come here, Cartersville, to looking for a job, for example?
Wow.
Why?
For the families who want to come here, I can speak from my heart and why I chose to come here with my family. It was, let me put my priority in here. It was a prayed over community. It is a prayed over community. And with that comes a lot of other benefits. It's a safe community. It is a welcoming community. It is not perfect. We still have to work on a lot of things, but it's a place that I felt comfortable raising my son. The education options here are extraordinary. There are 57 college and career academies, technical colleges, and universities within an hour's drive. Education is exceptional here, and that goes back over 165 years too. There were schools here before there were schools in many communities. So there's that longevity that we've been able to walk into and take advantage of. It's a sports community, which is important to my son. It's a community that has access to medical benefits, which unfortunately sometimes we need. I'm glad it's here. I'm a cancer survivor too, so I'm glad the Hope Center's here. You know what I mean? It's a community that's well-rounded in a lot of ways. The affordability of the community is still below the metro Atlanta area, the state of Georgia, and the United States. I know it's getting more expensive to live here, but it's still less than those other measures. Again, the metro, the state, and the United States, it's still, your dollar goes farther here. And then to the careers that speak to those who are seeking them, there are good choices. And what we've been working on strategically, it's not just me in economic development. They allow me to work here. There's an extraordinary team. And then the decision makers, of course, are elected officials. We have some incredible commissioners going way back, some incredible mayors and councils going way back. I am very happy to take their advice, and that has what's paid off. They appoint development authorities. I work for one of those, and our staff is on loan to the others. They make good choices, so that here's the bottom line: we all have good choices for our careers.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Melinda. Again, Miss Melinda Lemmon. She's a passion, energy, constance. I wanted to tell you many things because I can feel it that you are an honest person, and then you show your humanity, and this is good for everybody and a beneficial. The principal who is beneficial for this is the community. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias, Melinda Lemmon.
My pleasure.
Intercultural Fest 2024 Legacy Award winner.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Gracias. Thank you. Okay.